Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Quick Tips. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get better at lifting. If you want to get better at lifting things, then it's important to know the SAID principle, specific adaptation to imposed demand. And the SAID principle basically is whatever you do, you get better at doing that thing. This applies in several ways. One is going to be the movement pattern. If you want to get really good at squatting, you're going to have to learn how to squat. So that's one thing. And then the other thing with regard to movement patterns is if you have similar movement patterns, just because you are training similar areas or body parts, it doesn't mean that you will get better at other movement patterns. So for example, if you want to get really good at deadlifting, you're going to need some strong glutes and a lower back. And you can strengthen your glutes and low back by doing something like a squat. But if you never practice deadlifting and all you ever do is squatting, it's not necessarily going to help with your deadlift. So you want to be specific with the movement patterns that you are training. Then the next thing is you want to be specific with the exercises. If you are competing in a powerlifting competition and you want to get better at the bench press, you are going to need to perform the bench press. If you are always doing something like dumbbell bench presses, even though it is the same movement pattern and the same motion, because you are training on dumbbells as opposed to a barbell, it's going to be very, very different, and it's not necessarily going to help you with your max bench press. So you would want to incorporate multiple different types of pushing exercises, and specifically the bench press if you are competing in a powerlifting competition. The third thing is going to be the training style. If you are always training for strength, you are going to get better at strength. If you are always training for endurance, you are going to get better at endurance. If you would like to get better at a certain aspect of your sport, then you need to train that aspect. If you are a strength athlete, then you're going to want to get into those lower repetitions and you're going to want to take nice long rests. Whereas if you are an endurance athlete, you are going to want to train in that higher repetition range and you're going to want to keep your rests at a minimum. That way you can increase your aerobic capacity. And then lastly, the implement that you are using in your training is also going to dictate whether it is going to be able to carry over to something else. Because for example, let's say you take the bend pattern and you were to do something like a barbell deadlift or an Atlas stone lift. Both the barbell deadlift and the Atlas stone lift, they are the same movement patterns and they're essentially the same movement overall. The only difference is with a barbell, you have a nice closed grip and you're lifting from 9 inches off the ground, whereas with an Atlas stone, you are lifting with big open palms and you're going to have to round your spine. So if you're always doing deadlifts but you want to get better at the Atlas stone, you can increase your deadlift all you want, but it's not necessarily going to carry over to the Atlas stone because you're going to require a lot more grip strength and a lot more lower back strength and curving of the lower spine when you are performing that. So if you would like to get better at lifting, make sure that you are going to be specific with everything that you do. You are picking the correct movement patterns, the correct exercises, the correct implementation on those exercises, and you are training using the correct intensities.
Thanks for hanging around until the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the video and comment down in the comment section as it would really help out with the algorithm. And also share this video so we can help get this information out to as many people as possible. And also subscribe to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right hand corner and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos. For those of you interested in health optimization, you can check out the video in the top right corner where I discuss the 6 foundation principles. And for those of you interested in optimizing your performance, then consider becoming a member. It's only $5 per month and you get a ton of perks, including exclusive access to this program design lecture series playlist above my head.